Joining us in the loft this evening is power couple Daniel and Rolene Straus, who are here to tell us all about their powerful breakthrough intensive seminars if you're looking for major change in your life. Welcome back to the loft, you two.
Thank you very much. It's so good to be here.
Yes, thank you.
Now, I think there's just so much to catch up with you guys on. So let me just take it from the top. I mean, Rolene, the last time you were here was 2019, I believe. I mean, since then, we've gone through and currently still in a global pandemic. We're also just, being able to get motivated and inspired in different ways. It's just getting harder and harder. And you've been able to keep your eye on the prize, especially when it comes to your fitness journey. So can you tell us about all of that and how you were handling it all in a pandemic?
I think the most important thing when it comes to a pandemic or any difficult situation is to know what your life purpose is and what you want to achieve in life. Because otherwise, you're just running around without any direction. And Daniel has a very beautiful way of sharing why it's so important to know what your life purpose is. But for me, it was to make sure that I reach my full potential through the work that I do, through being a mom, through my fitness, through my health. And that's what kept me going during the lockdown and the pandemic. And that helped me regain my fitness back after baby number 2.
Wow. I think so many of us can identify with that because it is not easy being able to keep that eye on the prize and also be consistent, especially when the days are cold and, it seems like there's so much negativity around us. But I can only imagine having an equal partner in the game, in this life, also just helps tremendously. I mean, Daniel, in the beginning of this year, it saw you publishing by yourself your book. I just want to talk about it. It's called Billionaire Mindset. I mean, tell me about it. What motivated you to write this book, and what do you hope it achieves?
So I found through my journey that South Africa is between 20 and 30 years behind the rest of the world when it comes to the mindset of growing small companies and also in funding them. So I hope to achieve a critical mass of entrepreneurs who really understand how to grow businesses exponentially, and that's the only way how we're really going to solve unemployment and get the economy back on track. We can't go to banks for financing anymore. We have to understand equity funding, strengthening the balance sheets, and that's what I really hope to achieve through the publishing of the book.
And I think that is what makes your purpose so much more powerful than just, being able to feed the economy. You're also feeding people's minds. And I think that that's something that is priceless at the end of the day. I mean, individually, you both have just achieved absolute excellence. Together, you've also achieved the same excellence. But now you're taking it a step further with your breakthrough intensive seminar. So tell us all about it. Start from the beginning.
When it comes to change in life, we all feel like change can't happen in an instant. But we believe that change can happen in an instant. Once you have that breakthrough, once you make that decision to change happens in that instant. And we've been so privileged to have intensive breakthroughs in our life. Me, when it comes to my life purpose and deciding not to follow medicine and not doing medicine and doing something else. And Daniel had amazing breakthroughs when it comes to business and mindsets in his life. And we just knew that it's time to send the lift back down and make sure that we create the opportunities for other people to also go through breakthroughs and make sure that they are on the right track in their lives. So we believe that it's not necessarily important to know all of the steps to take. It's important to know what's the right step to take right now. And that's what the Breakthrough Intensive is all about, helping you, whether you are male or women or couples, to create that environment where you might be able to have an amazing breakthrough in any area of your life, business or mindset or health, that could take you to the next level personally.
I think that this is what so many people are overlooking when it comes to that complete package. Wellness is not only just about health, it's not only about getting your mind right, but it's about how all these things are being able to be used interchangeably, constantly, being able to show up as your best self in the world. And you're doing exactly that, Rolene. You've also got these online courses, and I love the theme that you keep bringing up: life purpose, self-confidence. Why is that such an important aspect for you, especially now as we have officially left Women's Month?
If you think of yourself as a ship heading somewhere, if you're not exactly sure exactly what those coordinates are, you might not even get get out of the harbor. And if you think about moving forward in life, if you're off just a few degrees in the first year or second year or third year, it might not necessarily matter. But in 10 years from now, you're going to end up at a completely different destination. So it's so important to have that life purpose. And if you have your life purpose, to have the confidence to actually follow through and to actually do that. So those are some of the topics that I'll be discussing in the Breakthrough Intensive Seminar, where Daniel will be all about business and finance and the billionaire mindset.
But it's still linked. You know, I'm really conscious of risk on a constant basis because we're in business and in investment. So what is risk? Risk is the influence of uncertainty on an objective. So if you don't even know what your objective is, that is the biggest risk that you can take. So actually everything is interconnected in some way.
It's so true when they say, you know, think of yourself 5 years from now. The person you are is not going to be afraid or thinking twice about how long it took. They're just going to be happy that you started. So it's all about taking that first step, setting out those GPS coordinates and being able to get there. Now, getting there is also a very difficult journey sometimes. It takes a lot of confronting yourself. So, Daniel, I have to ask, is there anything, what did happen in your life for you to decide now is the time? Let me share this knowledge with everyone else.
So my journey was a strange one. I actually studied industrial engineering and then I got an MBA. And then I got to a point in my life in 2008, I couldn't even find a job. So I couldn't find a job at all. And then fast forward a little bit, I was blessed to find a mentor from Southeast Asia who was willing to take me under his wing. For 4 years, I traveled the world with him, and he taught me exactly how to invest in companies, how to grow them, how to do everything. And then I went and I applied it, and it worked. So now I feel like, okay, so someone shared the knowledge with me. I applied it, I tasted it, tried and tasted it, and now I'm ready to actually share this with as many people as possible. We don't have competition in the world. We can actually, if we all work together, it's easier to actually get to our destination, and that's why we're ready to share this now. We tried and tasted everything.
You know, I'm just loving the analogies that are coming out of this conversation. Number one, making sure that the elevator goes back down for the next generation to come up. And secondly, collaboration over competition. I think so many people overlook that in their journey. So let's get to your seminars. You spoke about your seminars being very immersive and just like a mind, body, soul experience. So can you tell us all about it, the dates that they're going to take place, and where our viewers can get the tickets from?
So at the moment, it's a 2-series seminar where we have 2 seminars planned. The one is in the Western Cape on the 24th and 25th of September at Lanzarote Wine Estate in Stellenbosch, and the other one is Gauteng on the 22nd and 23rd of October at the Hilton Hotel in Sandton. So, like you've mentioned, it's a very immersive experience. We have a recipe that works, a recipe that includes from doing exercises, from watching videos, from listening. It's a very immersive experience that you can expect, and then hopefully creating that environment where the possibility of a breakthrough is increased for you in your life. So at the end of the 2 days, our goal is to help you get a massive breakthrough in your life that helps you to take the next step forward.
Amen! I'm looking forward to it. I'm so excited. I definitely am going to make sure that I get myself a ticket. I'm in Stellenbosch. I believe you're going to be very much something that all of our viewers should be looking out for. Now, find your purpose with Rolene and Daniel Straus's Breakthrough Intensive Seminar. The first event is taking place at the Lanzarote Wine Estate in Stellenbosch on the 24th and the 25th of September, with the second being held at the Hilton Hotel in Sandton, Johannesburg on the 22nd and the 23rd of October. The tickets are available at itickets.co.za.